In this video, I'm going to show you all of the new spring updates to our garden. We've got a greenhouse now, so I'll show you all around that, including all the seedlings we've now got on the go. I'm also going to share a little bit more about this interesting plant. It actually happens to be a bok choy, and we're trying to grow some seeds from it. I'll also be planting a new flower bed, which I'm so excited about because we didn't have one of those last year. I'm also going to be planting up some big garden beds to grow some more vegetables in. We've also got so many new plants this year. We've got a peach tree, we've got a grapevine, we've got some more blueberries, and I'm going to share with you a really important tip if you're growing your own blueberries. So come with us for the spring update and let's go explore the garden together. This year we wanted to make a flower bed, so we went to Diaries, which is this really good plant shop, and we got loads of these. Like, we've got a whole bunch of pansies. I think I got maybe 5 different punnets of those, and we got some violas as well. I think the colors will look really beautiful together. And the other really cool thing is these only cost, I think it was $2.35 each. Such a good deal. So this is where we're planning on putting our flower bed. It's a bit of a dry area, so we've got some different sprinklers and things set up in there, which should really help. Last year we actually used this to grow our zucchini. It worked really well, and I'm hoping that our flowers take to here too. I just wanted to start off by tidying up this area and getting rid of the weeds.
So after doing a quick tidy, I laid out the flowers roughly in the design that I had in mind. Then I just did the usual planting thing. I dug holes where I wanted the flowers, then carefully removed them from their packaging. I gave the roots a little massage to really open them up, popped them in the soil, patted it down, and then watered it in. I can't wait to see how this little space grows in summer. Hopefully it brings lots of pollinator insects to the garden.
Something else we've been doing in the garden that I think is pretty cool is we planted these bok choy. We actually grew them from seedlings and we just put them on top of this barrel. We just left them there, and because it was winter, it would fill with water and it kept soaking up through the roots, and they've literally gone absolutely crazy. So now we're just waiting for them to produce some seeds and we're going to start the whole cycle again. One of the biggest additions to our garden has been the greenhouse. It was actually really cheap. I think it was like $120 or something around that. I really wanted to get a more fancy one, but ultimately I just needed something to get me my plants through winter, and it's done exactly that. I'll show you around the whole greenhouse now because there's a lot going on. So you might remember last year we had loads of strawberries, and we actually took loads of the runners from those and planted them. We've had so much success. Like, I think we've got 12 strawberry runners already. Some of them are starting to grow strawberries. I know you're meant to pick them off when they're really young, so I've done that with some of them, but a couple of them are growing so strong. Like, I just had to let this one grow its strawberries. Like, look at that. Absolutely amazing. So in the greenhouse is also where I'm keeping all of our seedlings. We haven't had that much luck yet as of like mid-September sort of thing. We've had the lettuce come through, that's looking great. Not much action elsewhere, but I have planted some beans that my mum gave me from her plants at home. Very excited about those. I've got some eggplants I'm trying to grow from seed, got some cucumber I'm trying to grow from seed, and I also have some tomatoes, which are seeds from my tomatoes last year. I followed the paper towel method. I put them in the pot and watered them. I've just noticed all the seeds are coming through. We've got a few different citrus plants here in the greenhouse too. We've got some lime trees which are doing really well, a lemon tree that's doing okay, a mandarin tree that's not really doing anything, and we also have a tiny little lime tree that's really not doing well. It was a gift, so I desperately want it to get better, but basically the greenhouse blew over, everything landed on it, and it's not much more than like a stalk and a leaf right now, so fingers crossed that one sorts itself out soon. I really wanted to add more colour to the garden this year, and it sort of turned into a bit of a radish obsession. I bought some radish seeds, planted those, found some other radish seeds and planted those, and it happened a few more times, and now I think I've got 4 different kinds of radishes, all different kinds and a few different colours going on, so I'm really excited. The seedlings are coming through now. They're growing so well, especially a variety called the Gentle Giant. It's like actually so much bigger than all of the others. The giant name definitely makes sense. And aside from all of the seedlings and things, we've got some different plants we picked up from the garden centre. I'm just getting ready to repot this actually. It's probably one of the things I'm most excited about this year. It's a midnight tomato. It grows almost black. I call it my gothic tomato, so really excited for that. We got a couple more varieties of tomatoes in here as well. We also got some broccolini. We've got some different herbs like chives, thyme, oregano. So we're going to make a little herb garden this year too. One of my obsessions in the greenhouse this year is this, my peach tree. It is a garden lady peach. When I bought it last year, it was already fruiting, so I got 3 peaches from it. My goal this year is at least 4. As you can see, like, it's already blossomed. The blossoms have already kind of died. We've got so much leaf action, and it's just been such an amazing journey to watch this. Like, when it first came out in blossoms, I just couldn't believe it. It's so beautiful. Please give me lots of peaches this year. We're just getting all set now to make our brand new vegetable bed. We went and picked up some Kiwi Performance Organic Veggie Mix, as well as some Kiwi Performance Organic Compost. We're going to put all of this into our bed and half of this one, and then we're going to put some lettuce in.
After laying down an initial base of leaves and sticks, we put half of our compost into the bed and the whole bag of vegetable mix. We smoothed it down the best we could using our shovel. We were aiming for kind of like a checkerboard style look, so after smoothing out the soil, we drew out a rough grid using our trowel. Next, we dug some holes for our lettuce. We actually bought our lettuce from the garden centre, and we carefully removed it from its pot, put it in the ground, and patted the soil down around it. We repeated this with all of the lettuce, alternating between green and purple for that checkerboard pattern. We even got a visit from our resident neighbourhood cat, Chuck Biscuit, just to check in how everything was going. This is the final look of our lettuce bed in all of its checkerboard glory, and we even went on to make 3 more raised garden beds, one for our broccolini, one for our celery, and one for our bok choy. We also added marigolds around the corners and the edges to bring in pollinators and keep away those nasty garden pests. We're aiming for lots of tomatoes this year, and a range of varieties too, so the first step was putting them into bigger pots. We added Tui tomato mix and some compost for our big pots before taking the plants out of their little pots, massaging the roots and putting them into place. We're actually growing 9 different tomato types this year, and out of all of these, I think one was red, one was yellow, and the one I'm most excited about was the midnight tomato, which is black. We finished putting the tomatoes in the big pots where they've got lots of room to grow their roots, and we're going to be putting them into the greenhouse for a few more weeks until the weather warms up a little bit more. And now on to the blueberries. We've added a 4th plant this year, and that brings me to our big blueberry tip. Just remember that some blueberries require a second plant to reproduce, so make sure you do your research. I didn't actually know this at first. I was hoping for berries on this plant, then luckily, just in time, I read I needed a second one. So yeah, we've got 4 plants this year, and hopefully a lot more blueberries. Another of our new plants, and one I'm really excited about, is our grapevine. We have some really cool plans to prune this. It's going to look a little bit like a tree. It's going to take a long time, but we're aiming for something like this. Thanks for watching this video. Remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.